God says, your soulmate wrote you a letter long ago, but you were never meant to see it. Pause for a moment. Don't rush this, because if this message found you right now, it's not random. This message is for you. And your heart needs this right now in a way that feels almost too personal to ignore. Listen to this carefully. There is something from the past that was never fully expressed. Something your soulmate felt deeply but never showed you. Something they put into words but never had the courage to send. And that unspoken truth is still carrying energy, even now. Your heart needs this right now because what you're about to understand is not just about a letter. It's about everything that letter held. Every feeling, every thought, every truth they couldn't say out loud. This message is for you because you have been sensing that something was left unsaid between you. Something incomplete. Something that never reached its full expression. And you were right. Listen to this. There was a moment in the past where your soulmate sat down, either physically or emotionally, and tried to put into words what they felt for you. Not casually, not lightly, but deeply, honestly, vulnerably. They wanted to explain what you meant to them, how you affected them, how the connection changed something inside them. But as those words formed, so did their fear. Your heart needs this right now, because that fear is why you never saw it. This message is for you because your soulmate was not ready to be that open, not ready to be that exposed, not ready to risk what it would mean if you truly knew how they felt. Listen to this carefully. See, the letter was not just about love. It was about realization. It was about them understanding something they didn't expect to feel, something they didn't plan, something that made them question their own emotions, their own choices, their own direction. And instead of sharing that realization, they kept it to themselves. Your heart needs this right now, because what is kept inside does not disappear. It stays, it lingers, it continues to exist beneath the surface. This message is for you because that letter may not have been sent, but the feelings behind it never fully left. Listen to this. There have been moments where your soulmate thought about what they wrote, where they remembered the words they never shared, where they felt that same emotion again. Sometimes stronger, sometimes quieter, but always present in some way. And those moments have been part of their internal world ever since. Your heart needs this right now, because what you felt between you was not one-sided. This message is for you, because even if they didn't express it fully, they experienced it deeply. Listen to this carefully. The reason you were never meant to see that letter at the time is not because it wasn't real, but because they were not ready to stand in that truth. They were still figuring themselves out, still dealing with their own fears, still trying to understand what those feelings meant. And showing you that level of honesty would have required a version of them they hadn't yet become. Your heart needs this right now, because timing matters. This message is for you, because sometimes feelings exist before someone is ready to express them. Listen to this. The letter held things you may have wondered about, answers to questions you asked yourself, explanations for moments that felt confusing, and truths that would have given you clarity back then. But that clarity was delayed, not because it didn't exist, but because it wasn't ready to be revealed. Your heart needs this right now, because understanding this changes how you see the past. This message is for you because you may have felt like something was missing, like something was never fully said, like there was more beneath the surface than what you were shown, and you were right to feel that. Listen to this carefully. Your soulmate carried that letter not just as words, but as emotion, as memory, as something that represented what they couldn't say at the time, and even though time has passed, that emotional imprint has not completely faded. It has stayed with them, in subtle ways, in quiet reflections, in moments where they think about you. Your heart needs this right now, because that means the connection you shared had depth. This message is for you, because depth does not disappear easily. Listen to this. There have been times where they wished they had said those things, where they wondered how things might have been different if they had been more open, more honest, more willing to express what they felt. And those thoughts have created a kind of quiet regret, not overwhelming, but present enough to make them reflect. Your heart needs this right now, because regret is a sign of realization. This message is for you, because your soulmate is beginning to understand the weight of what they didn't say. Now listen to this carefully. You may have also felt something unspoken, something you couldn't fully explain, a sense that there was more to the connection than what was shown, a feeling that something was held back, and that feeling was not imagined. It was your intuition recognizing what was there beneath the surface. Your heart needs this right now, because your intuition was right. This message is for you, because what you felt was real, even if it wasn't fully expressed. Listen to this. The letter represents a version of your soulmate that was honest, open, and emotionally aware, even if they didn't show it outwardly. And that version of them still exists. It didn't disappear. It just stayed hidden, waiting for the right time. Your heart needs this right now, because that time is approaching. This message is for you, and because what was once hidden is beginning to come into awareness again. Listen to this carefully. Your soulmate is not the same person they were when they wrote that letter. They have grown. They have changed. They have become more aware of their emotions, more understanding of their actions, more capable of facing their truth. And that growth is what makes this moment different. Your heart needs this right now, because what couldn't be expressed before may now be ready to come forward. This message is for you, because the energy of that letter has not disappeared. It has been waiting, evolving, and now it is moving closer to the surface. Listen to this. You may feel something shifting, a sense that something is about to be revealed, a feeling that the past is not as distant as it once seemed, and that feeling is not random. It is connected to what they are beginning to face within themselves. Your heart needs this right now, because you are connected to that shift. This message is for you, because everything that was once hidden is preparing to be understood in a new way. Listen to this carefully. The letter you never saw was never truly lost. It was simply waiting for a moment where both of you could understand it, not just as words, but as truth. And that moment is getting closer. Stay with this. Don't rush past this part, because if you're still here, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now in a deeper, more revealing way. What you're about to understand is what happened to that letter after it was written, what it meant to them, and why its energy is still connected to you even now. Listen to this carefully. Now, your soulmate didn't just write those words and forget them. They carried them. They revisited them in their mind. They felt them again in quiet moments. And even though they never sent that letter, it became a part of their emotional truth. Something they couldn't fully ignore. Your heart needs this right now, because what is felt deeply does not disappear just because it is unspoken. This message is for you because that letter became something more than words. It became a reflection of how they truly felt about you at that time. Listen to this. There were moments after they wrote it where they almost sent it, almost shared it, almost allowed themselves to be that open, that honest, that vulnerable with you. But each time they got close, something stopped them. Fear, doubt, uncertainty about how you would respond, an uncertainty about what it would change, and most of all, uncertainty about themselves. Your heart needs this right now, because their hesitation was never about you not being worthy of those words. It was about them not being ready to stand in them. This message is for you, because you may have wondered why they held back, why they didn't say what you felt was there, why things remained unspoken. And the answer is, they were not fully ready to face the depth of their own feelings. Listen to this carefully. The letter contained things they had not said to anyone before, not even to themselves out loud. It held honesty they weren't used to expressing, emotions they didn't fully understand, and a level of vulnerability that made them feel exposed even in private. And that is why it stayed hidden. Your heart needs this right now. Because hidden truth still exists, even if it is not shared. This message is for you, because that truth did not disappear. It stayed within them, shaping the way they saw you, shaping the way they remembered you, shaping the way they felt when your presence came into their mind again. Listen to this. There have been times where they thought about that letter long after it was written. Times where they wondered what would have happened if they had sent it. If they had been honest. If they had allowed you to see that side of them. And those thoughts have created a quiet sense of reflection inside them. A sense that something important was left undone. Your heart needs this right now, because that reflection is part of their growth. This message is for you, because your soulmate is beginning to understand the impact of what they didn't say. Let's listen to this carefully. They are starting to see that keeping that letter to themselves did not protect them the way they thought it would. It did not make the feelings go away. It did not erase the connection. It simply delayed something that was real. And now, they are facing that delay. Your heart needs this right now, because what is delayed often returns in a different form. This message is for you, because that return is happening now. Listen to this. Your soulmate is revisiting those emotions, not exactly as they were before, but with more awareness, more understanding, more clarity. They are beginning to see what that connection meant to them, what it represented in their life, and why it stayed with them even when time passed. Your heart needs this right now, because understanding changes everything. This message is for you, because they are no longer in the same emotional place they were when they wrote that letter. Listen to this carefully. They are now able to see their own hesitation more clearly, to recognize the moments where fear held them back, to understand why they didn't express what they felt. And that awareness is not easy for them, because it brings a sense of realization. A sense of, I could have done things differently. A sense of, I should have been more honest. Your heart needs this right now, because realization is what leads to change. This message is for you, because your soulmate is moving into that space of change. Listen to this. There is also something else happening inside them. Something deeper. They are beginning to feel the emotional weight of that letter again, not just as a memory, but as something that still holds meaning. Something that still connects them to you. Something that still feels unfinished. And that feeling is what is bringing everything back into focus. Your heart needs this right now, because unfinished emotions do not disappear. They resurface when the time is right. This message is for you, because the time for that is now. Listen to this carefully. You may have also felt something recently. A shift. A sense that something from the past is coming back into your awareness. A feeling that something is about to be revealed or understood in a new way. And that feeling is not random. It is connected to what they are processing as well. Your heart needs this right now, because you are both connected to the same energy. This message is for you, because even without communication, something is aligning between you. Listen to this. Your soulmate is starting to feel that keeping things hidden no longer feels right. That holding on to what they never expressed is creating more discomfort than relief. That something inside them wants to be released, wants to be acknowledged, wants to be brought into the open. And that shift is what leads to action. Your heart needs this right now, because action is what changes everything. This message is for you, because your soulmate is moving closer to expressing what they once kept hidden. Listen to this carefully. What they may express may not come in the form of that exact letter. It may not be word for word what they wrote back then, but it will carry the same truth, the same emotion, the same honesty that they once held inside. And that is what matters. Your heart needs this right now. Oh, because truth finds its way out in its own time. This message is for you, because you are being prepared for that moment. Listen to this. You are not the same person you were when that letter was written either. You have grown, you have changed, you have become more aware, more understanding, more grounded in your own truth. And that growth is important, because it allows you to receive what is coming with clarity instead of confusion. Your heart needs this right now, because your awareness is part of this process too. Listen to this carefully. Everything that was once hidden is now moving toward being understood. Everything that was once unspoken is now moving toward expression. Everything that was once delayed is now moving toward completion. And when that moment arrives, you will not just see the words that were never sent, yet you will understand the truth behind them, and that truth is what will change how everything moves forward from here. Stay with this. Don't let your attention drift now, because if you've made it this far, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now in the deepest, most revealing way. What you're about to understand is not just about the letter your soulmate wrote long ago, but what is about to happen because of it. Because this is the moment where everything that was once hidden, everything that was once unspoken, everything that was once held back, begins to move toward expression. Listen to this carefully. Your soulmate is no longer in the same emotional space they were in when they wrote that letter. They have changed. They have grown. They have reflected. And most importantly, they have become more aware of what they feel and what they didn't express. And that awareness is what is bringing everything back to the surface. Your heart needs this right now, because what was once buried is no longer comfortable staying hidden. This message is for you, because your soulmate is reaching a point where the truth they once wrote but never shared is becoming too real to ignore. Listen to this. There have been recent moments where they felt that same emotion again. Not exactly the same as before, but deeper, clearer, more grounded in understanding. Moments where they realized that what they felt back then was not just a passing feeling. It was something real, something meaningful, something that still holds weight in their present, and that realization is powerful. Your heart needs this right now. Oh, because realization is what leads to action. This message is for you, because your soulmate is moving from remembering to understanding, and from understanding to needing to express. Listen to this carefully. They are beginning to see that the letter they never sent was not just a missed moment. It was a truth they avoided, a truth they were not ready to face at the time, and now they are ready to face it, not perfectly, not without hesitation, but with more honesty than before. Your heart needs this right now, because honesty is what changes everything. This message is for you, because your soulmate is stepping into that honesty now. Listen to this. There is also a sense of emotional pressure building inside them. Not overwhelming, but persistent. A quiet feeling that keeps returning, reminding them of what they never said. That's reminding them of what they felt, reminding them that something important was left incomplete, and that pressure is not going away. It is growing. It is becoming clearer. It is becoming something they need to address. Your heart needs this right now, because pressure like that leads to release. This message is for you, because your soulmate is moving closer to that release. Listen to this carefully. There have been moments where they almost spoke, almost reached out, almost expressed something real, something honest, something that connects back to that letter. But they paused, not because they don't want to say it, but because they are still finding the right way to say it, the right moment to say it, the right way to express something that has been held inside for so long. Your heart needs this right now. Because hesitation does not mean absence, it means preparation. This message is for you, because they are preparing. Even if you cannot see it yet, listen to this. They are also beginning to understand that keeping things hidden has not protected them. It has only delayed something that still exists, something that still matters, something that still connects them to you. And that understanding is what is shifting their perspective, what is changing the way they see this connection, what is bringing them closer to expression. Your heart needs this right now, because perspective is what leads to decision. This message is for you, because your soulmate is approaching that decision point. Listen to this carefully. You may also be feeling something shifting within you, a sense that something from the past is coming back into your awareness, a feeling that something is about to be revealed or understood in a new way. And that feeling is not random. It is your intuition picking up on what is happening within them. Your heart needs this right now, because you are connected to this process. This message is for you, because both of you are moving toward the same moment from different directions. Listen to this. Your soulmate is no longer just thinking about what they wrote. They are thinking about what they need to say now. And that is a completely different energy because it moves from past to present, from memory to action, from hidden to expressed. Your heart needs this right now because that shift is what brings change. This message is for you. Because your soulmate is no longer comfortable leaving things unfinished, listen to this carefully. There will come a moment where they can no longer hold this inside, where the truth they once wrote but never sent will find its way into words, into action, into something real that you can see and feel. And that moment is closer than it has ever been. Your heart needs this right now because you are being prepared for it. This message is for you because preparation allows you to receive without confusion. Listen to this. What they express may not come perfectly. It may not come in the exact way you imagined. It may not be as structured as that letter once was, but it will carry the same truth, the same emotion, the same honesty that they once held back. And that is what matters. Your heart needs this right now, because truth does not need perfection to be real. This message is for you, because you are ready to understand it. Listen to this carefully. You are not the same person you were when that letter was written. You have grown. You have become more aware, more grounded, more clear about what you feel and what you deserve. And that awareness is what will guide you when this moment arrives. Your heart needs this right now, because your clarity is just as important as their expression. This message is for you, because this is not just about what they say. It is about how you receive it, how you understand it, how you choose to move forward from it. Listen to this. Everything that was once hidden is now moving toward light. Everything that was once unspoken is now moving toward expression. Everything that was once delayed is now moving toward completion. And when that moment comes, you will not just hear what they say, you will understand what it means. Yeah, because you were guided to see this first, to prepare, to align, to be ready. And that readiness is what will allow you to move forward with clarity, with strength, and with truth.